What's going on, y'all? My name's Joltage, and today I'm bringing you more SPL action, this time from Week 9 between ZF of the Falcons and Fapkingg of the Wolfpack. This game has no playoff implications for either team. Fapking's team has guaranteed into the playoffs, and ZF's is guaranteed out of the playoffs. But ZF will be looking to win this game to finish the season at 5-4. Fapkingg only has one previous game in LC when he subbed in for Mambo early in the year and is 0-1, I believe. Turn 1, we've got Cottony versus Snubble. Looking at the teams, we've got some pretty generic, I wouldn't say generic, but it's kind of generic offense, well, just balance, I guess, from ZF. Yeah, really struggling to figure out what the win con on his team is, though. Might be like an agility pori or something. But anyway, first turn, Cottony's going to go right for the knockoff as Fapkingg switches in his Honedge, who loses the Eviolite, but is going to be able to threaten out this Cottony. I would not be surprised if Fapkingg fired off a Sacred Sword here, as he just decides to double into his Snubble. Oh, wow, that rhymed. As ZF went Vullaby, so Fapkingg ends on the better end of that deal there. Vullaby's going to U-turn out here, not wanting to deal with that, and he's going to go into his Porygon. Porygon is download, and is going to take that play rough actually really well. Yeah. From here, ZF's probably just going to fire off a... actually, no, he's going to double out into his Mienfoo, who is now in with against Fapking's Honedge. Honedge has already been knocked off, so this knockoff's really not going to do much. Not that Mienfoo takes out Honedge in one knockoff anyway. So I could see a U-turn here from Foo. Fapking's going to go Snubble, and Foo is going to go for the knockoff. It is Berry Juice Snubble, so that could imply that implies Thief is there. It'll be interesting to see what his fourth move is, as they normally carry Thunder Wave as well. So he could be carrying like Fire Punch or Earthquake or even Close Combat. I'm not really sure. But Mienfoo's going to U-turn out here onto Snubble. Probably going to... I could see him going either Porygon or something like Magnemite here. Magnemite would be a bit risky because Snubble is known to carry Earthquake quite often. So we'll see what he goes for here. I wonder if the Honedge on Fapking's side is SD or something, but ZF's going to go Porygon as Snubble does go for the Earthquake, predicting the Magnemite there. So that was good on ZF's part not to go right for the Magnemite play, as he's going to recover on the next turn and get T-waved, vastly reducing this Porygon's effectiveness, though Porygon doesn't exactly need to outspeed everything in the world. Here Fapking's going to go Honedge, and to avoid this Tri-Attack, probably going to force Porygon out here, as it does, and ZF goes Vullaby, who's going to take the Iron Head. Does a decent amount to the Vullaby, whom I could see a U-turn coming from, and yeah. So these first few turns have basically just kind of been feeling each other out. A lot of just like early fight scouting, I guess. Vullaby's going to go for the Brave Bird, and Honedge is going to go for the stay in and go for the Sacred Sword, which is going to crit, knocking Vullaby way down to about 2 HP, I believe that is. But Vullaby cannot roost on this Honedge, because, you know, roost would make it full dark type, and therefore cause Sacred Swords to be super effective against it. So I could see Fapkingg firing off another I could just probably go for Shadow Sneak as well, but he's instead going to is going to switch out into Snubble, as ZF's going to go for his Mienfoo. This Snubble's proving to be really annoying for ZF here, as he doesn't want to risk his Magnemite coming in. Also, even if Magnemite does come in, Fapkingg has a Chinchou, who is a pretty good Magnemite check, if I do say so myself, as well as a Ferroseed. And it's not like Mag commonly run HP Fire to deal with Ferroseed. So, yeah. Anyway, back comes Porygon. I expect Fapkingg to just go right out to his Honedge once again, as that's what he's been doing all game. It doesn't look like ZF has something to hit the Honedge, but he's going for the Ice Beam. It's going to crit and take out the Snubble. I'm not sure that mattered, though, because Snubble did not have an Eviolite, and Porygon was +1 attack, Spatak, so I don't know if that mattered. It might have. I don't know that calc, I'm going to be honest. But Porygon reveals the Ice Beam. It's shown Recover and Try Attack as well. It'll be interesting to see what the fourth move is. But in comes Honedge, who's been a real problem for ZF here. Who's just going to fire off an Iron Head and take out the Porygon. With Snubble being gone, that really frees things up for Mienfoo, though, as it's going to come in right here and be able to fire off a pretty free knockoff. Nothing really wants to come in and lose its item here. It's gonna go. Fapking's gonna go to his Hippo. He's gonna lose that Eviolite. Mienfoo, I expect to U-turn out this turn, probably into his Cottony. As I expect Hippo to set up rocks, but he's gonna. Fapking's gonna instead hard switch out into his Honedge on the U-turn. So ZF can probably go Diglett. Diglett cannot trap Honedge, because remember, Honedge is a ghost type. However, it is going to threaten it out. Diglett has rocks on ZF's team, so it might be Sash Diglett, you never know. And he is going to take this time to set those rocks. We've got Vullaby in here. Vullaby is the only potential form of hazard removal here, though I find it doesn't like to run Defog these days, though it is definitely a possibility here. So we'll see what he decides to go for. I expect ZF to switch out here, wanting to preserve what I assume to be a Sash Diglett's Sash. It might not be Sash Diglett, you never know, but I do expect it to be Sash Diglett, just looking at it right here. He doesn't really want to go into Magnemite, obviously, because actually, no, he could afford to go out into Magnemite. It's not. It doesn't really need its assumed Scarf to outspeed the rest of the team. Outspeed Fapking's team. Sans maybe a potential Scarf Chinchou. Though I also see Chinchou potentially being a Eviolite variant for just some reason. Fapking's team seems quite defensive. Without a real strong win con, potentially Honedge being SD Honedge being the primary win con of the team. I don't really view it as a strong win con. Actually, shit. Vullaby was buffeted by Sandstorm. That means that this is Nasty Plot Weak Armor Vullaby. Holy shit, I fucking love this set, guys. Now it's going to outspeed the Diglett too, and this is awesome. Holy crap, I didn't realize that. Oh, dude, I love this set. But Nasty Plot Weak Armor Vullaby is making an appearance for the first time this SPL, as far as I can remember. I mean, as far as I can tell. And it's going to be able to take out the Diglett here. Cottony is now going to probably try and encore this Vullaby into Dark Pulse. Vullaby can't really come in and get another weak armor boost, so that's really unfortunate. But I do love the fact that this was shown, as Cottony does go for the encore as Fapkingg switches out into his Ferroseed. Damn, I can't believe I didn't realize that Vullaby got hit with the sand. It's probably a good reason not to run sand on that Hippo, because it kind of ruins the potential surprise factor that I feel makes Nasty Plot Vullaby as good as it is, low key. But anyway, ZF Vullaby is going to go down to the Bullet Seed from Ferroseed after taking a T-Wave. In comes Mienfoo. I expect this to be a high jump kick variant, just because I think high jump kick's best right now. Though Fapkingg does have that Honedge, he's been dangling around. So we'll see what ZF decides to go for. I wouldn't be totally surprised if he U-turns out into his like Magnemite maybe, then doubles out into his Cottony. ZF's gonna have to make some plays to win this game, I think, just because Fapking's core is difficult to break. But he does go right for the high jump kick. Fapkingg didn't pull the trigger on the hone edge play, and ZF wins that little battle of wits there, and down goes Ferroseed. It's really nice, just because, you know, it's really nice to have Ferroseed removed. Cottony is looking quite good for ZF here. In comes Chincho. Chincho could be scarfed. Like I said, it's going to go for the Volt Switch, so it's at least a 17 speed variant, because I expect this Mienfoo to be as fast as possible. But well, he is going to be able to get Vullaby back in on a weak armor move here. ZF can hard switch out into his Magnemite on the air slash, as in Magnemite's can prevent Vullaby from getting another boost, and if it is Scarf Mag, as I expect it to be, it will outspeed or speed tie with this Vullaby, depending on whether or not he's modest or timid. But he's just going to hard switch out into his Cottony as Fapkingg goes right for the Heat Wave there. So potentially not a Scarfed Mag, as Cottony's going to Encore Vullaby into Heat Wave so that Mienfoo can live any one hit, and take out Vullaby with the Drain Punch. Vullaby wasn't going to be able to live Rock Switch in again, so that's very good. Mienfoo can't. Mienfoo's going to be ZF's win con here, as Magnemite's unlikely to break through Chincho, who likely has HP ground for opposing Magnemite and Chincho, and Hippo, as it, unless it's carrying HP grass, which is not Magnemite's common HP hidden power that it runs. You can't hit them both super effectively, but Mienfoo is going to take a Shadow Sneak and then knock off. I expect Fapkingg to go out to his Hippo, who I believe lives any high jump kick, though he could also go out to his Chincho, I suppose, and fire off a Scald. We shall see. If it is Scarf Chin, he could also fire off a Hydro Pump, of course, if it is Scarf Chincho, as I suggested earlier. But yeah, close game. Close game going on right now. As Fapkingg does go out to his Hippo, who I believe does live a high jump kick, but we shall see. ZF can't exactly switch out to his Magnemite here, as he's going to, as Magnemite would die to this Earthquake, which Fapkingg has no real reason to not fire off here. As ZF's going to fire off a Drain Punch, so his dual Fight Stab. We may have already seen that, and I didn't make any note of that. But he's going to fire off the Drain Punch and do a respectable amount. I believe he needs to go for the high jump kick to take out the Hippo next turn. But yeah, he's not going to be high enough health to deal with the Chincho, who can just go for the Hydro Pump, like I said. Yeah, it's so long as this is Scarf Chincho, it's looking really in Fapking's favor here to win this game. Mienfoo is going to hit its high jump kick and take out the Hippo, as Fapkingg sends in his Chincho here. So yeah, expect the Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump will be able to take out Mienfoo, obviously. But it will also, actually, HP Ground might even be able to take out Mienfoo. If HP Ground can take out Mienfoo, I expect Fapkingg to go for that, because then it removes all doubt of taking out Magnemite, as it just decides to go for a Scald, which is fine. In comes Magnemite, who does live the Scald and fires off an HP Ground of his own, and is going to be able to take out the Chincho. Maybe the Fapking's Chincho didn't have HP ground. If it did, that was definitely a misplay to go for the Scald there. He probably should have went for the Hydro Pump if he had it, but you don't know what moves he had. But yeah, very close game. Could have gone either way. But good game to both. ZF is going to improve to 5-4 to end off his, I believe, first SPL season. Pretty respectable record. It's up there among LC players because LC was really. Hey guys, sorry my little brother came in and ruined my recording, but as I was saying, LC was really close this year, so ZF's above 500 record is definitely respectable. Good luck to Fapkingg in the playoffs should he play. I know Mambo's the main LCer on his team, but you know, whatever. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like, comment with any feedback you have, and stay subscribed for more competitive LC content, including every single SPL game this season. My name's Joltage, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.